Hello there. This is Susan from Susan's Art Circus. And today I want to talk about a subject that came up during a meeting yesterday that I go to monthly with a huge group of people. The topic was totally not what I want to talk about today. We were talking about money yesterday, but in the process, part of the discussion turned towards self-care. And what do you do in your day or week to help keep you centered and from throwing yourself off a cliff or dealing with all the different things that get thrown at you? How do you and what do you do over the course of a day? And I was sitting next to a lovely gal and another lovely gent. We all have similar things that we do with a little bit of tweaking. So we started on, what do you do at night before you go to bed? How do you clear the day away so that you can actually get a good night's sleep? And it was pretty much a full consensus, which is interesting. Everybody did some basics of self-care. Of course, we all brush our teeth and wash our face and all that stuff. Or the gentleman sitting next to me said he takes a warm bath before he goes to bed so he can get all nice and warm. For me, it's an hour plus worth of reading. I do all my, all those things I just listed. Plus, if I don't read for 30 minutes to an hour, I am subject to a swirling brain that will not shut itself off, and it will talk to me until the wee hours of the morning, or trick me into an hour's worth of sleep and then wake me up with some grandiose idea, which I don't currently have a notebook next to the bed, but I used to always keep a notebook next to the bed because I'd inevitably wake up in the middle of the night and have some idea that could not wait until morning, and I had to write it down. So I find if I read for entertainment, I don't read anything horribly brain taxing, I can clear my head, get my brain functioning on some other level, thinking about something else, and I can pretty much get a good night's sleep. Sometimes it's interrupted just because that's how things are, but most times I can get a good night's sleep. The other thing is, what is your morning wake-up routine? So again, everybody had their own little renditions of sort of the same theme. It was either meditation or a little bit of exercise, or even just sitting on the edge of the bed, being quiet for 5 minutes before you actually put your feet on the floor. For me, I have bouts of arthritis and different things hurt. Sometimes it's my neck, sometimes it's my hands, shoulders. I just do a little bit of exercising those parts of the body. I get up, I sit quietly for 5 or so minutes, and I exercise my neck, my shoulders, my hands, and just kind of touch base with all of my different body parts to see how I'm feeling and how I should progress with my day. And then, of course, my nighttime and, daily routines kick in there too. So you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you use the bathroom, you do all those things that we have to do as human beings. And then I can continue my day. Some of the other things were more detailed. Some people get up and do, very detailed to-do lists to try to check off during the day. Again, for me, I try to do a to-do list at night, so I'm ready for the next day. Doesn't always work, but, we're all human. If I do my to-do list at night, that's another way of me shedding all these things that I'm thinking about. As a creative person, your brain has got all this stuff going on 1,000 different directions. And if I can get some of it on paper, it will relieve some of that thought process so that I can easier go to sleep at night. So I try to do those at night. And I try to do a big one every weekend, whether that be Saturday or Sunday. Most times after I've taken one whole day off, or try. Sometimes that's not feasible either, but when you run your own business and you do your own stuff, You can even take just a few hours and it gives me a little bit of respite from everything else. And then I can sit down with a clear head and attack whatever that to-do list is going to be for the week. I can break it out into days. And again, this doesn't always happen because we're all human, but it is part of my self-care routine. And when I do follow through on all these things, I'm more productive. I feel better through the week and I can get a lot more done. So on top of that, I would add, I do a lot of food related things to keep me healthy and to keep feeling good. Drink lots and lots of water. Recently have been dropping some weight, which is fabulous, and I feel much more like a human being than I used to. But I'm curious, what are your self-care routines? And what do you do to make sure that you feel good every day you wake up and your feet hit the floor? Do you have a sequence of things that you do religiously every day? Do you try to do them but fall off the wagon? You know, let me know. Let me know what you do. What is it that carries you through each week to get all these things done that we're all required to do? So until next time, see you then.